This is the north coast of Scotland. Okay, now it's like a natural harbour. There's other islands dotted around here as well. But it's like a natural harbour, really well protected, and it's called Scapa Flow, and that's what we're looking at behind us here. Now, in the First World War, the British Navy were based here. You had access to the North Sea, to the Atlantic, protected by all these islands. It was excellent. In the armistice, at the end of the First World War, the German High Fleet was here, 74 ships, under the command of a guy called Admiral van Ruyter, and he heard that the hostilities were going to recommence, and rather than have these 74 vessels fall into the British hands, he ordered that one after another were scuttled. They opened up their bow doors even, and sunk to the bottom. So that's kind of what you can see. A couple of ships, most of them have actually been salvaged, to be honest, but there was 7 or 8 of them still left. So that was it. First World War over. Roll around. Second World War. Again, the British Navy are based up here, protected even better by all these sunken ships. There's submarine nets, all sorts of stuff protecting it. But in 1939, a German U-boat, U-47, managed to sneak in from the kind of eastern seaboard between these islands and scuttled, sunk a ship called the HMS Royal Oak, killing 833 people, soldiers. So one of like the largest single losses in the war. So disaster. So Winston Churchill, who was in charge of the Parliament, he came up here to visit, and he decided he was going to build barriers to block off the eastern approach. So it connected these islands together, totally blocking it off, and that's what you can see, all these big concrete blocks here. It was actually built by Italian POWs. There's 1,300 Italian POWs were in Camp 60 up here, and it was kind of in it was a little bit iffy with the Geneva Convention. You're not really allowed to have any POWs doing anything in the war effort. So he said, it's nothing to do with the war, I'm just building roads to connect islands together, so that was his excuse. So there's 250,000 tonnes of concrete in these causeways, and still used every day driving across the islands. So pretty cool, and I guess is what, I don't know, some sort of deformed sperm attacking an egg. Excellent. So yeah, this is Scapa Flow in here. HMS Royal Oak is still a mass grave to this day, but some of the best diving in the world, wreck diving certainly anyway, is up in Scapa Flow. Not actually on the HMS Royal Oak, it's still a war grave. But there's 20,000 people each year come here to dive. It's all these kind of wrecked ships that you can see. So there you go, that's the Orkneys. I'll let you see in the map as well, you can kind of get a better impression of Scapa Flow and what they've blocked off. So you can go and dip your toes here quick.